What's up, y'all? Polo Sports Talk and Entertainment here again with another one. Be sure to hit that like button, sub, comments, and also hit the notifications too so that you're able to get all of my content, okay? Now, Brooke Lopez, who has been out for quite some time, he is cleared to practice and is looking to make his comeback pretty soon. He had been sidelined indefinitely due to having back surgery to correct the bulging disc. Now, according to the Mike Budenholzer, he said he will now start having some scrimmage and contact, and we'll organize that. It's another good positive step for him on his return to play. Brooke Lopez, man, he's 33, and he was playing in all 23 of the playoffs games, and he averaged 13 points, 5.9 rebounds, and was shooting uh, 54% from the field, 31, an unlikely and an uncharacteristic 31.9% from three, and 86 from the foul line. Not his best series. I just got to be honest. However, having said that though, Brooke Lopez, I'm not going to say that they're in desperate need of him, but his interior presence is needed in terms of when you talk about size. That could be a big help, and plus he has a championship pedigree. He was a part of that team, whether he performed great or not. He still was a part of that team. Uh, he also was part of the original foundation of the Bucks, so he knows the system. He's been playing in it for quite some time, and you know he he can benefit the Milwaukee Bucks in a lot of ways. Now, I'm going to say this though about Brooke Lopez. Okay, I know some people, are like, well, he should retire, or Brooke is not the same and all this other stuff. Yada yada yada. Look, is Brooke Lopez the same when he was with the Brooklyn Nets? Absolutely not. Okay. However, however, he's been able to do something that a lot of other bigs have not been. I would say, with the exception of a DeMarcus Cousins, he was able to adapt to what's going on right now, and adapt to today's play. Because at one time he was the best shooting big man in the league in terms of his 3-point percentage, and I thought that was great. Now, when he was first doing it, I was like, Brooke, what are you doing? Because he was playing at an all-star level when he was in Brooklyn. I think people forget about that. The way he utilized his moves around the rim. Some people were, comparing him to the likes of a Yao Ming, to a lesser degree when he was really at his prime, and really was at his best in terms of the skilled big man that he was and everything. And I think a lot of people have forgot about that. And I like Brook Lopez because he's a hard worker. Now, could he have did better yet last year when they competed against the Phoenix Suns in the finals? Absolutely, he could have did a lot better. I mean, 31.9% from three. That was horrible for his standards. He's usually shooting up in the upper 30s. Sometimes he was shooting well over 40%. When he was really solid, but you knew that there was something wrong, and he just was not moving the same. He wasn't really, that agile, like we think or whatever. But he knew how to use his body, and I think last year you could clearly see something. But now that he got the issue corrected, I think he's going to come out there. Going to take him some time. We are talking about a back. There's several players in the league right now that are dealing with back issues. At least two of them that are real. When we talk about Draymond Green, and I forget the other person that's having some back issues as well, and then also Ben Simmons. But I don't know about Ben Simmons. That's a whole nother story. He don't have no bulging disc or anything that requires surgery. So cry me a river. However, Brooke Lopez is back. I'm looking for him to get back on the floor and even help the Milwaukee Bucks because they could use him. Now, my last point though, with people saying that it's time for Brooke Lopez to go, because I heard a couple of comments saying that should Brooke Lopez retire and all this other stuff. Absolutely not. Now, if it's a situation like with AD, you're going down every single other game, you could barely stand up. Your injury history is 60 plus. Yes, then it's time for you to go. Me myself personally, I think that AD should get away from the game for a little bit, and if he's gonna retire, hey, he's accomplished quite a bit or whatever. Some people might question his accomplishments, especially with the NBA 75 and the ring that he got and everything like that. However, I think that AD should go. In terms of retiring, you're not benefiting the team. You're doing more damage to the team than good. And I know some people might disagree with that, but the best ability, like I said, time and time again, is availability and also durability. And that's something that AD hasn't displayed. However, with Brooke Lopez, you can say that now he's had some injuries in the past too, but not as much as AD. Brooke Lopez is a winner. He does whatever it takes to get better. And even when he's critical, when people are critical of him, he tries to answer the critics, and that's what I like about Brooke Lopez. Also, he has been able to take a lesser role, take a back seat, so to speak, and let Giannis go ahead and evolve and maturate, as a player, and let some of these other guys, maturate, you know, like and I'm gonna do another video on Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday he's been playing very exceptional, man. I mean, this guy, has taken a lot of criticism, especially how he played in the finals. Even though it's not that he played poorly, it's just that his offense was being questioned, especially especially when you consider, the amount of layups that he was missing. But one thing that you couldn't question about a guy like Drew Holiday was his commitment to defense, and that's why he was defense first team all defense. But he had been solid on offense as well. His ability to get to the rim and finish, and I could tell he's been working on that. However, not to digress, I'll get to that later. Getting back to Brook Lopez, look, the guy's back. He's cleared to practice. You know, don't want to rush anything like that. We are talking about, surgical procedure that you have to slowly, take your time. And I have to say that on here because a lot of people don't understand anatomy and physiology, in terms of the human body and in terms of recuperating and rehabbing, rehabilitation, so to speak. A lot of people don't understand that he can't just jump out there and do that. Now, I'm critical of guys that might have, a little knick-knack injury. And if I feel like, okay, it's something where, you maybe sprained your ankle a little bit or whatever, and you're still walking on it, you're still walking fast enough to get to the locker room or something like that, I'm gonna question that. An injury like what happened to Jalen Brunson, or a hyperextended knee like Giannis or something like that, you have to be like, wow, I'm amazed that you're even walking. I'm amazed that you're even much less running. I'm amazed that you're much less even still playing. But the fact that Jalen Brunson was able to get up and able to still run, able to still compete, much less even walk or whatever, that speaks volume about his heart and everything. Now, of course, to every action, there's a unequal and opposite reaction. Newton's law or whatnot, and so we got to think about the side effects of him doing that, or what could happen to him in the future of him playing on on an injury like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that could potentially, I'm not trying to put it out in the universe, but that could potentially be damaging or a detriment to his uh, career long term. But anyways, man, happy for Brooke Lopez. Hope that he stays out there and stays healthy and can compete for another championship. I don't want him to win. I want us to win. I want Philly to win. But the fact that he's still playing, it's a good thing to see. So y'all let me know what you think, man. Leave your comments, like the video, share, subscribe, and also hit the notifications. To then Polo Sports Talk and Entertainment. I'll get at you later.